OMG, it's Brother RA. Oh my goodness, right here on CCTV. There we go. Yes, Unsurpassable Justice, hosted by yours truly, Brother RA, and the Palatial Suite. Voila. Oh my goodness. Now let's go to this shot right here. What's that say? Great lawgiver, a mass murderer. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every non-virgin woman. But all the young virgin girls keep alive for yourselves. Moses, Numbers 31. Unsurpassable justice. Yeah. Okay. And since we're talking that kind of nonsense, how about if we go here and, oh my goodness. Here, let's just, what is he doing? I'm sorry, but what is he doing? Can you see that? Demonstrates what? Roman Catholic Orthodox Jewish tradition of orally sucking the blood off of a newborn's penis after circumcision. This practice is also known as snip and suck. As a result, in numerous babies contracting genital herpes and other STDs, some leading to brain damage and death. Can I raise that picture up high enough so y'all can see? Are y'all able to see that? Is that there? Yeah. OMG. And that's a snip and suck. Here, how about if we come back to me over here and I get into my shot. Snip and suck. And how about if we go to the other picture that I wish to reveal to you. Okay, we'll take him off the screen and go to this one. Is that the one I wish to open up? How about here? Oh, here, yeah, this is it. After snip and suck, we'll go to, what is that child doing? So we got snip and suck with the Pope, and I'm not sure what that configuration of a statue and that child naked. Well, let's get rid of both of these and consider it to be end of October. Yeah, we get ready to go into, yeah, October. That just makes me think I was unable to get this picture up last week. Mommie has transitioned. She's moved along in her life, and I wonder whose hand that is. I wonder where all that jewelry came from. That's Mommie's jewelry on my sister's hand. But oh well, October's over. And yeah, that's that. So now, let's come back to here and let's move into, we're going to get to last week where Puppa left off. But once again, where are we? This is BrotherRA.com on Unsurpassable Justice every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And yeah, Actually, let's see if the website's working. Let's see if we click YouTube and will it bring you to my channel from my page? Oh, yes, it does. And don't be looking for this show with my sister, because YouTube took it down already. They didn't appreciate me dealing. Well, actually, I won't deal with it this week, but we'll look at that later. But yeah, 42 subscribers. And once you get into the search of YouTube, see YouTube, you put in YouTube, and then under the search for YouTube, you type in Brother R.A. and you'll come to my pictures and so on and so forth. So that's that. And I did air the PBS stuff on that particular show dealing with the Black Panther Party. And yeah, oh well, it's not there, but hopefully it's on brotherra.com. And you get to see the other shows there too. Oh, let me bring that back up real quick. This show here, I'm looking into my own eye. Do you take time for yourself to drop your energy deep within yourself? Either look into the mirror or just look into all infinity. So right now I can see the ceiling and the lights, I can see the floor, I can see the door. I had that stroke in this vision right here. I can see my hand up to everything peripherally up to that point. But back, yeah, oh well. So what is the perception of a black man in America? How do black men see themselves? And I made reference to propaganda and control of the public mind. Is the mind of the public being controlled? Well, I didn't plan this, but I just go to the library and look for particular DVDs, and I found this one. Ice-T presents Iceburg Slim. Portrait of a Pimp. The Portrait of a Pimp. So there's Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, all talking about this particular man's revelation and understanding how to survive in America. And of course, I had good hair, Chris Rock, because I looked for all of Chris Rock's, and in looking for Chris Rock, I found Iceberg Slim. And waist deep. Are we waist deep in a bunch of propaganda, BS, nonsense? So, dealing with Iceberg Slim, and how do I talk about this? You know, last week I portrayed, class, working with your hands is looked down upon. Maybe I didn't discuss that. Maybe that was on my camera, on my phone. I got my phone here, or my iPad, and I will eventually get to those moments of chronicling in my euphoric state, being on a hallucinogen. But since I have business to take care of, I chose not to get high on air. I'd have to have the ride drop me off and pick me up, because Brother R.A. can't drive anymore. Yeah, did that mind control show, and after that mind control show, I started having seizures. But we're going to get to that mind control show too, eventually. But we as melanin dominant individuals, are we having issues with classism? Oh no, I can't work with my hands. I mean, right across the street here. Can I even show that? Where's the street cam? I don't see no more street cam. Can you see in this shot here? Outside the window, they got caution because they're dealing with putting up, oh, the Xmas lights. That's right. Right across the street. Y'all can't see that. Across the street where Quest Diagnostics used to be is another tall high rise right next door to McDonald's. But, construction work. Brothers working with their hands. They're making decent money there, and all the construction, Harvard buying up, MIT buying up, making some money. But what is our issue? Oh no, and Puppa was making reference to that. We're gonna get to Puppa's interview in just a second. Puppa was talking about you needed an education to get a good job. And, I wonder about that. I question, if you go to an institution of quote unquote higher learning, and are you being manipulated? Are you taught not to like yourself or think that you're dumb and stupid? Or what is the perception? What's the perception of black men? How are we dealt with? So I made fun of Brother R.A. having an air. Oh, I'm from Cambridge. No, you can't park your car in Harvard Yard. And attitude of many melanin dominant people. And is there a division between island melanin dominant folks and United States continental melanin dominant folks? A point made by Ice-T in Iceburg Slim. He's like, either you have people work for you or you work for somebody. What is that thought? Opportunities are so narrow. Do we as black men deal with, oh, he's outdoing me? For my first reaction to watching that in the 40s, either you could be somebody said this in Iceburg Slim. Here, is this a better shot? Is that better? Okay. Either you could be a barber, a lawyer. If your folks had money, you could be a boxer, you're into music, or a pimp. Baby Belle. Flashy and glamour. You want a sense of importance? Can you see yourself as important? Do you allow yourself to go deep within your own individual and not be one who's divided, but one who pulls it all together within yourself? How is that one drawn? From top to bottom? How is the eye drawn from top to bottom? I was telling the ride driver on one of the trips on the rainy day, it's like, yes, we're all individual raindrops, but each raindrop is a part of this environment, a part of the universe. And if you get a couple of raindrops together, they may make a puddle. And that more raindrops come together, you could get a pool, and more raindrops come together, may make a river, and then the river becomes the ocean. But that's only if you tap in to your individuality and understand that you don't have to be divided within and have to jump through hoops. What else was said in this? Either you're working for somebody or you have people work for you, Ice-T said. At the end of the day, there's only one game. Either you're working for somebody or you have people working for you. Pimping is no different. Are we being pimped? Propaganda and control of the public mind, where we don't have enough self-esteem and self-confidence to believe in ourselves. I'm just going to shut up now, and we're going to go to the Puppa interview a few minutes before where he ended, and we'll just continue there. Those are Harvard's tuitions costs back in '94. That's when this interview took place. Where do you get your facts or statistics from?
It's this common sense of 250 million people in America. Out of 250 million people live in America, probably 25 million are black. The rest are all white or some other nationality. So stands the common sense that the majority of the whites are the majority. So it means the majority of people lost their white, not black, because they're in the minority in America. Not correct?
Well, I think I heard by the year 2090, white people will be the minority.
Asians will be the majority. But we're not living in 2009, we're living in 1994. That's the only period I can talk about, 1994. I can't project something that happened 20, 30 years. I won't be on, I'll be dead, so I don't.
I'm keeping you alive. My Puppa. Hey, did he open his eyes?
It isn't the blacks who are feel that they're persecuted. Latinos feel that they're persecuted.
They're melanin dominant.
Southeast Asia, people Laos.
They're melanin dominant.
All the countries in Southeast Asia, when they come to America, they feel they're persecuted. They come from with nothing, no money. But somehow they seem to survive. When they had the race riots, when Rodney King got beaten, had the race riot there. The Korean shop tenders, they were so scared to get the place burnt down. Thousands of Koreans had stores there, so not just Korean stuff, so real modern stuff, TVs and VCRs and everything. They sold little Korean stuff. And they were so afraid they're going to get. Some of them had guns and protect their stores from the rioters.
Let me switch gears on you, Puppa. Let me ask. I know you're a sports fan. You follow all types of sports. Today was the last day of the basketball season. Well, today was the last game for the Celtics. It's the last game for the Celtics for the year, or the last game for the Garden?
They're going to build a new garden. This won't be ready for next year. I don't know when they're going to build a new one. They have plans to build a new garden for the Celtics and the Bruins, but that's in the far future.
Well, today was Parrish's last game.
That's in this
In the garden.
in the garden. That's right. Unless you come back next year.
Did you see the game tonight?
No, I didn't see the game's on Sports Channel.
Oh, okay. So, did you find out the score? Did they win or lose?
Oh, they lost.
And what are your thoughts about Parrish? He might be retiring.
Well, a man 40 years old is tough. Tough to run up down the court for 48 minutes when you're 40 years old. It's a young man's game, basketball. There's an old saying, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He may want to keep playing, but the problem of the whole body is multitude. Sprained ankles and charley horses and bad back. Sometimes you may want to continue, but your body won't let you, that's all. Nolan Ryan wanted to finish last year, but he had to quit before the year was out. His body just said no. That's it. Plus, a young man's game. It's not for old people. But that's whether it's baseball or boxing, hockey, football. For young men.
You think Parrish will go on and coach?
I doubt it very much.
What are your thoughts about Casey Jones?
Well, he won a couple of championships, but because he had material why he won. It isn't the individual when they win why we consider themselves as being so efficient as a leader. It's what the individual has that he can school and who plays for him. If you could be a genius, but if you have no talent, your players have no talent, you're not going to win. That's ABC.
So, the Celtics had no talent this year? That's
not
why.
enough talent. You're not going to get in the playoffs.
Not enough to get in the playoffs, not
And with
this
the
year.
talent you can't win. That's all. You need, a few stars to get in the playoffs.
Who's your pick for this year?
I don't know. I don't know much of the Western team. I don't follow them that much.
Mm-hmm. How's the baseball season looking?
The Sox won again today. They beat Eckersley.
Dennis Eckersley?
Yeah, they beat him. They beat him in the ninth inning. They scored 2 runs and beat him.
So the Sox are looking good this year.
So far, because the season's young, you can't tell.
How many games we played so far?
I don't know. No, 15, I don't know. It's in the paper, I don't know.
Uh-huh. You're an avid reader of the paper, huh? What do you think of the Globe and the Herald and... Oh, actually, you read the Herald.
Well, every paper is the same except in the sense that they're all syndicated. What's in the Globe would be in the Herald, most items. Just different writers. Now, what we read in the paper is what they want us to know. If they don't want us to know, they don't put in the paper. That's it. There's many things going on. We don't have no opinions idea what's going on because they don't put in the paper.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel it's wrong in the sense that they treat human beings, American human beings, like guinea pigs. They give them unknown substances and they let them know. Sometimes it leaks out. What you gonna do? You can't fight the government.
Can't fight the government?
How you gonna fight them? You don't know what they're doing to you.
Stop paying your taxes.
They'll put you in jail.
It's your constitutional right.
You have to pay taxes.
It's your constitutional right to volunteer not to pay taxes, Puppa.
Nonsense.
There's no law that says you must file taxes.
That's nonsense. If you don't pay tax, they put you in jail. If you refuse to pay, then they do catch up, they make you pay all the fines and penalties. That's the law.
Do
I'm saying tell the government you don't want to pay it. They say, okay, you have to pay it.
you know where that law is found?
I guess it must be in the Constitution because if they still make people pay tax when they catch them. That's all I know.
Do you think it's possible that they are forcing, they're coercing people, it's extortion and...
No. The government, we have to have a Air Force, we got to have a Navy, we got to have an Army, we got to have a Coast Guard, we got to have airplanes, we got to have men, all cost money. Where's the money going to come from without taxation?
Defend against who, Papa?
The government.
At one time, we were defending against Russia, the Cold War. That's over now, but still we got force all over the world.
Have you ever heard of the Tuskegee experiment?
I know all about that.
Your tax dollars funded that program.
I know that.
And
The black men were treated like guinea pigs. They didn't give them no treatment. They want to see how long they live without. That's syphilis. They want to see how long they live without being treated.
after the development or discovery of penicillin.
Oh, they could have treated them. They didn't want them. They deliberately to see how long they could live without treating them.
So we're going to continue to support a government that does that?
If you don't support them, you have to go to jail. That's all.
But the government in 1969 set aside $10 million to investigate the creation of what is now today AIDS.
I don't know that, 'cause I know white people die from AIDS as well as black people. That's all I know. Important white people, millionaires, and scientists, and people in the art world, dancers, and movie stars, all from dying from AIDS. So white, I'm talking about white. Whites are dying from AIDS. So if that's so true, I don't know. It sure hurt the white people.
It's a population control measure.
It's all over the world. Asia, Africa, South America, North America. AIDS is AIDS.
Well, let's look at it this way. As epidemics or epidemiologists look at the rates per 100,000, let's say there's 100,000 white men and only 20 die of AIDS or come up with AIDS, and out of 100,000 black men, the average rate is about 80 per 100,000 black men get AIDS. What do you think about that?
I don't know, because if I read about the bubonic plague when I was going to high school. The bubonic plague overran Europe. It went from Spain to Italy, France, Germany, and up right up to Russia. Anyhow, there are no known drugs to cure the bubonic plague. They call it the Black Death. But it just disappeared. After a while, it just died out. Maybe AIDS, maybe do the same thing. I don't know.
Interesting.
I do know they have no ways in the Middle Ages of curing the bubonic plague, the Black Death. They didn't have no penicillin, no known drugs. The people just died, that's all. There wasn't enough people to bury the dead ones. There's so many people. Half of Europe was wiped out. Mysteriously, it just stopped. It just disappeared, the bubonic plague.
How do you feel about calling a disease Black Death, giving you the
Because
negative?
the body turned black, they tell me. The body turned black. That's why they call it the Black Death, bubonic plague. That's why they call it the Black Death, because the body turned black. White body turned black.
Well, what about all of the other negative connotations with the term black? Like Black Monday.
Were you trying to infer that black is a stereotype or something evil? Or?
Yeah, that's the way it's been inferred throughout the years.
I don't know.
What about the name changes of black folks going from colored to Negro to black to African American? Do you have any thoughts or
To melanin dominant?
At first it was Negro. That was the word they used to describe Afro-American. Because Negro in Spanish means black. Those are the same word. Black and Negro are the same word in Spanish. Okay. After all, they changed it from Negro to colored. Now it's Afro-American. Don't hear nothing about color. Afro-American. They dress up the word Negro, called Afro-American. It's the same meaning, same person, but called by a different name.
What about calling black people Africans?
Because we live in America, we're not living in Africa.
So, are you African or
No, I'm not. I have nothing to do with Africa. I don't know nobody in Africa. I don't have no relatives in Africa. I don't know nothing about Africa.
He's from
Your
some of them.
ancestors?
I don't know my answer. I don't know about what happened to 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, or when they brought them from Africa to America. I don't know nothing about that. I
That was
don't know.
only 400 years
I
ago.
don't know nothing happened 400 years ago. I don't know. Not one single.
Oops, I'm sorry. It's running over. Y'all are not going to get to see it. 55. I got 4 seconds left. Thank you for watching, Brother R.A. It'll be on the DVD. Contact me, brotherra.com. Peace.
One of my
Oops.
relatives I know of was brothers of slaves. They were, but I don't know. I can't say my great uncle, great grandfather was so and so. They brought him from Africa to America. I don't know that. I don't know nothing of that. I'm not nothing to Africa. I'm American.
You're American.
That's right.
You're in no parts Africa.
I don't know nothing with Africa, except what I read about Africa.
Well, let me ask you, maybe because you don't know your history and your heritage, does that make you not African?
Nah, I don't know. They've been fighting each other in Africa for time and time, immemorial, amongst each other. That's how I've been doing over Europe. Each race is fighting each other. The French and the British fought over 200 years, a continuous war. All the countries in Europe were fighting. Spain fought against England, and Holland fought against France, and Germany fought against. They all just a continuation of wars in Europe. They're all white. That happened in Africa. All the tribes fought against. They're fighting right now against each other.
So
In
you,
Rwanda, there's, I don't know, they go to the hospital, kill them, sick people in the hospital, taking machetes and cutting them up alive, just killing them in the hospital.
you don't want to be any part of
I don't know
Africa.
nothing about Africa.
I mean, let me ask you, why is that? You know nothing
I
about
don't know but what I
it. Do
read
you
in the
want to
book.
learn about Africa?
No, I don't want to. I got know enough to know about it. So I'm trying to find more about Africa.
You got enough to learn right here in America than to learn. You don't need to learn anymore. You need to learn about today and not what happened in history.
Well, to me, it's nice. Knowledge is wonderful. It's nice to know everything. Everything you can, every tidbit of knowledge, every dot, iota of knowledge is wonderful. But then you reach a certain point where you think, well, I've learned enough about such a thing. Then maybe you go on and learn something different.
Where did life begin, Papa?
In the sea, that they claim it began in the sea.
Oh, so you're talking,
The first life first died in the sea, in the ocean. That's what they tell me. That's what I read. Maybe they're wrong. I don't know.
Where was the first human being? The remains of the first person found.
I saw it on TV a couple weeks ago. They saw the primitive, the first human being. There was a woman. They showed a woman in the bogs, and the body was petrified. It got hardened, and they showed pictures of it on TV.
Mm-hmm. And
You was in Africa?
so, what do you think about that? All of humanity, all of the people descended from one black woman from Africa. Does that make you African or make us all Africans?
No, I'm not African. I'm American. I have no affinity to Africa.
What is your image of Africa? What do you know of Africa? Besides all of the infighting amongst the people. Did anything good happen in Africa other than, say, civilization, or other than the first human being being found there?
From what I read, the first written language was in Sumer. The Sumerians were the first ones who had an alphabet. And that was, Sumer was in Mesopotamia. That's what Iraq is right now, Mesopotamia. As far as I know, what I read in the books.
That was the first alphabet, but
First
that's
nation
Iraq.
had an alphabet.
Iraq is in Africa. That's the Middle East. That's
That's
Mesopotamia.
in Iraq. That's where the Sumer River was. That's where the Sumerians lived. It's right near Iraq, where our present day Iraq is.
So, my question to you is, was there anything good coming out of Africa that you know of?
You got the pyramids.
Well, are the pyramids good? What do the pyramids mean to you? Or what do you know about the pyramids?
It's a great architectural achievement, the pyramids.
And that's all they are? Did you read that they may have some astrological impact, and the creators of the pyramids may have known that the world was round and its relationship to other planets?
I don't know about that.
You never heard about that?
And you're putting thoughts in people's, someone putting thoughts in people's heads which they have no real authentic knowledge of. Saying that the people who built the pyramid knew about the other planets, knew about this, knew about that.
But if you look at the mathematical equations of the pyramids, of how concise and precise, to build the pyramids you had to know what pi was, you had to know what phi was, you had to know about a circle and about a triangle and about, formulas and such and so forth. And when you get down and break those formulas down,
Okay, that's enough of Puppa. I went in. Thank you for watching and remembering my Puppa. Yeah. My grandfather. Nana and Puppa stayed together. That's the one that raised my mother. And yeah, so let's just move from, he touched upon a lot of different topics But I'm just going to go ahead and jump into celibacy. After dealing with the month of October, Tina's birthday, Mommie's birthday, actually Puppa, Nana and Puppa got married on October 15th. And that was 1945. October 15th, October 18th, Tina's birthday, October 23rd, Mommie's birthday, and you saw I put up the pictures about Christianity and the Pope, and then I dealt with Iceburg Slim, and good hair, Levels, I mean, good hair. Chris Rock's daughter asked him, how come she don't have good hair? But here, let's go to this and share a little bit of the Tao with you. I was at the doctor's office and let me show this shot real quick too. See, that's where I am here at CCTV. The construction's going on, but okay. So my chi leads me to read page 60. Celibacy. In winter, animals do not mate. Preserve your Tao by preserving your essence. Oh, I don't like that shot. I'm sorry, forgive me. I have to. Don't want to be. Here, we'll go back to that shot. This is my old Tao. Okay, in winter, animals do not mate. Preserve your Tao by preserving your essence. Do you have essence to preserve? We follow the Tao of the universe with great effort. But Tao is within us too. It is not something abstract, not something conceptual. Our personal Tao is our very life force. This energy begins with the physical and extends into the spiritual. The source of this energy is partly chemical, our hormones, nutrition from food, and genetics. Whatever we have that is spiritual arises from these substances. Followers of Tao call this the essence. Preservation of this essence through sexual conservation is critical. This doesn't mean suppression of sexuality, for the impulse to make love is natural and irrepressible. It means to harmonize sexuality with spirituality. The followers of Tao makes love according to the seasons. In winter, it should be less or not at all. In spring, it may be at its most frequent. The young should restrict themselves to about once every 3 days. while the middle-aged should reduce to once a week, and the elderly even less than that. The secret is not to indulge too much without killing one's sexuality altogether. Overindulgence is to waste one's resources. Suppression kills the body on its most basic level. Find the proper balance, and you will have a happy life full of spirituality. Yes, I'm reading from Dang Ming Dao 365 Dao. And let's continue on to page 61. Sorrow. So celibacy on one page and sorrow on the other. Rain scatters plum petals. Weeping stains the earth. One can only take shelter and wait for clearing. When sorrow comes, its bitterness soaks everything. The sages say that life is illusion. But does that change its poignancy? Let us be sad. It is feeling that makes us human. If we gain enlightenment, understanding all life to be a dream, sadness and happiness will fall away soon enough. The greatest sorrow of life is witnessing. Experiencing your own sufferings is not as difficult as watching others held in fate's mighty grip. Bearing our own problems is easier because we are always aware that we can exercise other options up to the final one. However, it hurts the most when we can do nothing for others. The greatest sorrow is to see those we love suffer helplessly. When faced with a sad situation, it is best not to languish in it. We can change things by being with different people, moving to other places, or if all else fails, adjusting our own attitudes to take the initiative. Sadness is transitory, like everything else. If we want to deflect it, we only need alter its context and allow it to be subsumed back into the Tao. I can only read one or two of these a day because the level of the consciousness is just so I don't even have a word. There isn't a word to capture the total essence of feeling and meaning. Hence, go deep within self. Hey, I'll put the phone number up. And if you have a thought in the last 6 minutes, feel free. Call me live if you're watching live. I will hope to upload this to YouTube in just I have to wait 2 hours for it to be, to go from Google, CCTV, Google, and then upload it to YouTube, and as long as there's no copyright infringement, it'll stay up. But sorrow. Should I be mad and angry and disappointed and upset that melanin dominant people, Puppa made reference to being in America and not knowing anything about Africa, but even Africa is a white boy's name. America, who made the laws, rules, and regulations? The church circumcising an infant and sucking the baby's blood? And I'm constantly discussing melanin dominant versus melanin recessive. And melanin, if we are children of the sun, and I inbreed, oh my God. My sister. No, I think if she and I were the last people on the face of the planet Earth, humanity would end. No. Yuck. Oh. No, humanity would end. But there are other folks out there. It's cold, dark, overcast environment. And what did I just read about? Celibacy? Yeah, that would be a cold winter. And humanity would die off the face of the planet Earth. But there are other people out there that would have sex with folks they're related to. And when that occurs, the genes, when you're unrelated, melanin interlocks. But when you're related, there's no locking. So the melanin stops. And is it possible to get many white folks to ignore, what do they say, Black Lives Matter? What about melanin recessive, inbred, mutant, albino with a calcified pineal gland? Lives matter. are white folks willing to admit that they are black folks' children? When the Earth's axis tilted, black folks got caught in Antarctica and they were having sex amongst themselves and they were all related. And that's the whole tribe of melanin recessive people on the face of the planet Earth. They're only 1/10. We have nine, did I have all their hands up? 9. 9/10 is melanin dominant. Black, brown, red, yellow people. But the most aggressive with the calcified pineal gland don't tap into their spirituality. I mean, Patriots, did you see that interception? He caught that ball and ran it all the way back for the touchdown because he read the quarterback's eyes. The quarterback didn't have the peripheral vision. Okay, I'm going to shut up. All right.